Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody, to the Big Head Light Skin Comedian Podcast. Thank you for joining me this evening. I got a great show for everybody tonight. Hope everybody's doing great in 2022. Happy New Year to everybody on this January 8th day. I really appreciate you tuning in tonight. I got a great show for everybody. But let me go over a couple sponsors first here before I get into my show here. I'm going to bring y'all guests in here in a minute. My first sponsor, more than anything, is, hold on here. I got a Smile Center on 7405 LaGrange Road, New LaGrange Road, the Smile Center to keep my teeth tight. So go check them out. Also, too, go check out All Good Computers on Preston Highway here in Louisville, Kentucky. Also, too, I got a couple quick shots out here. I want to give a shout out to it's a comedian contest going on tonight downtown, and I want to give a shout out to all the comedians trying to win that contest, especially to my good friend Weston Pookie. I hope you have a good set and win it. Also, too, more than anything, it's the way my podcast works. In COVID-19 and social justice, ain't no right or wrong. We're just voicing our opinion and trying to make people feel better. Because in this pandemic, everybody's going through something. So between this pandemic and social justice, there's no right or wrong with my podcast. It's about making the people feel good and voicing our opinion and talking about some things that you may not know about. Okay, with that, Father said, no more need to be said, because I need to bring my guest in. I'm gonna let her kind of tell you a little bit about herself, but I am truly, truly happy to have her as a guest tonight. We go way back. I don't want to say go too far back because we ain't that old, but she's a real good friend of mine, and she's been doing a lot of things with radio for years. I mean, she's really good with radio. She's done a lot. Very beautiful person. Very outgoing, great personality. No further ado, I'm gonna let her tell you some more about her. But you gotta give a good, warm, Big Head Light Skin Podcast welcome. Y'all give it up for my good friend KJ in the midday. Give it up for her till she come to the screen. Give it up. Hey,
thank you for rolling with us, sister. I appreciate you having me.
Oh no, I got a
podcast. I feel so honored and blessed.
Oh, you shoot! I'm just glad to have you on my podcast.
And look, we go way back because we.
Yeah, we go. I didn't want to say too far back. I didn't want to tell our age because I'm 100 years old. I tell them every time I'm 100 years old. I'm just reliving. So light skin 100. Right. All right. Yeah. Now, look, go ahead and tell the people a little bit about you. That's what my podcast works. Go ahead and tell them a little bit about yourself before I get started in some topics we can talk about. Tell
Good
the people
evening, everybody. I'm live. Look, I'm live on my Facebook page over here, too.
Yeah, I'm kind of doing stuff, too, on my cell phone.
Podcast. And my boss wants to be on the podcast. But look, this is my 5 minutes of fame, player. I'm a Louisville native. I grew up in the West End on Park Avenue. Went to Shawnee High School. Woo, woo.
Yep.
Stomped around a little bit at K-State.
Yeah.
And, was afforded some opportunities to leave Louisville back in 2003. I worked in Greenville, South Carolina. I stayed there for 3 years, met a ton of people I consider my family. And then I moved to North Carolina, to Greensboro, and did radio there for 3 years for a station that's now defunct. And Greensboro was a great market, met some outstanding folk, did some terrific radio with some terrific radio friends. And then Dallas came knocking, right? I never thought in a million years I'd be in Dallas. And I did radio there at KRMB for almost 8 years and worked with some outstanding people. And then had a chance to go over to Magic 94.5 in Dallas and then flew up to Denver. I was doing some remote work for the Denver company, and they asked me, did I want to come up there full time? And I was like, say less.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
And then as you would have it, God has it, those footsteps were already ordered. I'm full circle back home in the Ville, man.
That's how life works. That's how life works. That's how it works.
With my friends, where I really cut my teeth for my career to get my career started in radio. I'm on Magic 94.5 now, doing the midday show, and I could not be more happy.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
It's a great feeling to be back home.
Yeah. And it's a great feeling to have you too. Glad to have you back. I know I'm glad to have you back because I know how much you love radio. So personally, And I'm glad to have you back. And love you, Smile, as always.
Radio to me is like talking on the phone to your best girlfriend, right?
Yeah, that's all.
Right. That's all radio is to me. It's that same feeling, right? And to be able to do it over songs we love, I always tell people music is what feelings sound like, right? Yes. And then we right in there with the feelings to keep you company. And that's really all radio is about, to keep you company, right? And to let you know and to win, of course.
Right. But, well, you know what? Yeah, I mean, because that's all it is. And so I want to ask you about, let me see. I want to ask you about this. Hey, how you doing?
Radio. Hey. You're like, Mama, where you going?
What's his name? What's his name or her name? Huh?
This is Boss Player Carter.
Oh my God, Boss too. She's Boss lady. So she getting some love on the screen. Look at her.
I said, let's name him Player. I said, wouldn't that be some, sugar honey iced tea, going to the dog park, going to the dog here hollering, come on, Player.
He is cute too. I like him. I like him. I know he's spoiled. I can tell already he's spoiled, so I ain't gonna say nothing. I know he is. Yeah. So, what was I getting ready to say also too? We get ready. That's what I want to ask you, because it's a whole lot going on right now. We're in the pandemic, and it's just a whole lot going on. How has pandemic affected? How much has it affected you as far as your career and what you're doing? I mean, go and elaborate a little bit on.
When the pandemic first started, that knocked us in the head. We was like, what in the hell just happened? A lot of us had to pivot and do things a lot differently. I was working in Denver. We worked from home for a while. And, for other people, it was just sad to see all those businesses closing, all the folks losing their livelihoods that they've worked years to accomplish, and to be wiped out like that, it wasn't no fun. And when you ride through the neighborhood and see all the businesses that used to be that aren't there anymore, it's really hard to see. But one thing that I think came out of the pandemic for a lot of us, we learned how to be entrepreneurs. Because look, if you don't hunt and kill nothing, you don't eat.
That's right.
A lot of us pivot and do things a little differently. A lot of people became entrepreneurs. A lot of people, did crafts. I do crafts, and a lot of people just figured out what their side hustle was going to be, and made 15 cents out of into $1. Right. So, as far as radio is concerned, though, we gained a lot more listenership because, we're on the radio, so we can talk to people and tell them, about different programs versus satellite, or, I ain't knocking, other ways to listen, but, radio really became friends with the community again. And, that's one thing that I'm happy to see come out of the pandemic now, because we can let people know where these testing sites are, where to go get it for free, where to go get Big Mama something, around where to go get the kids something, because that's what radio is all about. Radio is about community, and that's what Magic 113 and the rest of our Alpha Media family, B96, the rest of our family, that's what we're about. We're about being in the community, and especially now, when people need it, we need it, right?
Oh yeah, we definitely need it. Our community definitely needs it right now, right? And that's why I really kind of started this podcast, because when the pandemic hit back in 2020, I couldn't really get on stage, KJ. I couldn't get, and it was tearing me up. I couldn't get on stage. I couldn't relate to the people.
Yes, a lot of people.
And I started this podcast. I couldn't go outside. I could, couldn't trust nobody. So as far as health wise, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna start a podcast, and that'd be a good way. I even seen a lot of professional comedians like Deion Cole, a lot of them. They was doing shows on social media, just face to face, telling jokes. And I'm like, well, man, I can do it too. I said, but you know what? I'm gonna start a podcast. And I started a podcast, and it's been a great thing. It's been taken off through God first. It's been great, and just trying to relate to the people and helping the people out. My podcast is very diverse, and I want to help people out. That's why I have a whole lot of people tune in, and I love hearing your voice on this platform, so they can learn some things. Like I tell them, ain't no right or wrong. We're just voicing our opinion about some of the things that's going on in this world today, which people need to hear, because there are a lot of things going on in this world that people even not aware of. And that's why I try to talk about all different type of topics and things to the people. So hopefully they tune in here. So Also, too, here, I just want to talk about the pandemic because I know it has affected everybody one way or another. It's affected me, but I'm still here. It hasn't affected me that much. So I still think that's a truly a blessing. So if you're still here, it doesn't affect you too much. You just got to learn how to work around it. And you know, as Black people, we know how to work around things.
Okay.
So, you know, we know how to work
We
around
gonna make
things.
it do what it do.
That's
Okay.
right. Okay. Yeah. If I got to put to a little here, a little there, I'm going to make it happen.
I went out of town for my birthday and ended up catching COVID, right?
Okay.
And I've been vaccinated, and it was just, you know, it was just crazy to see the process. And when I look at the news and how they say, you know, now they're taking the quarantine down to 5 days and all this here, you know, I'm like, you know, and I ain't telling nobody what to do, but I'm just saying that people that are vaccinated have a better chance of survival. That's all I'm saying.
That's true. And that's a good point.
Okay. And, you know, now, like when I had my symptoms first, and I didn't test positive until 5 days later, right?
Oh, wow.
And I kept testing in between and it was coming back negative. So, you know, I think personally what I want to say to folks, you know, if you have all the symptoms, just please assume you got it, right? And just please quarantine, okay?
Definitely.
I was on somebody's page the other day and they was, you know, talking about somebody that wasn't like, they was supposed to be quarantined and wasn't. I'm like, please, why? like Buddy said on TikTok, wear your mask.
That's right.
Wear your mask.
That's right. That is right. How you know what?
Please wear your mask.
Does he got his mask on that dog? No.
He was looking at like, bro.
But you know, I was just talking to a friend of mine's at work about some of this, and I was telling him I don't know the name of the country overseas. And this is when the COVID thing it kind of first hit the first 4 to 6 months, about 8 months. And they had it was somewhere, I can't think the exact place where they always wore their mask, but it wasn't about getting vaccinated and getting the shot. It was about making people wear their mask. So they made people, this is a small country, they made everybody wear their mask. And if they caught you without your mask walking on the street, they would stop you and make you put it on or you get handled, okay? But what they said, their numbers went down. It's funny, but their numbers went way down because everybody always had to wear a mask.
They are the opposite.
Right. So that's why I'm like, man. So, and my thing is too, I was telling a friend, I said, you know, you just have a strong faith because I always feel like whenever it's time to go see my maker, I can't stop it anyway. So I just have a strong faith with that. But it is good to be, you got to quarantine yourself if you do have it because it's not cool to kind of, like you said, and I know some people feel differently about it. I get that.
To the Dollar General, just out there.
Yeah, you just can't. So, but I know how everybody feels about that. But I just know that pandemic has affected a lot of people in certain ways. So, I wanted to talk about this too here, get on this a little bit. I know you just kind of talking about that. We're going to go into this here. Let me hit on it. If I can get it to show up for me here. There it is. Social justice. And it's been big here. I just had it up here. It's been big here in Louisville too, you know, especially with the Brianna thing. And it's really been big. I'm going to put this on the ticker. What am I doing? And there we go. Yeah, put it right. So I tell people, the thing with social justice is we have to really be aware of a lot of things because I'm glad that it's out there. The awareness is out there because it has made it a lot better, you know, that the awareness is out there on social justice. So you can elaborate a little bit on it while I'm sitting here trying to food this ticker. There it is.
Well, for me, it's good to see people being a little bit more proactive, right? You know, to generate, you know, a lot of things in the community. It's good to see a lot of Black businesses opening up in the community. You know, I think if you don't stand for something, you'll never get change. And even with the Brianna situation, you know, I'm so glad that the city rose up, you know, to support that whole movement. You know, because it's important. You know, when we look at today and we look at the justice for Ahmaud Arbery, justice was served when, you know, those individuals received those life sentences. And it was, you know, finally something we can exhale about. But in Louisville, you know, with our crime rate being what it is, you know, we have to take a stand and come together as a village and figure out how we get ready to do this, right? So, you know, we have a year-long initiative coming up that we're going to get out into the community to stop some of this crime, to hopefully slow down some of this violence that's happening, because every day when we turn on the news, we can't have that as the main topic, our homicide rates being astronomical. And we have to protect our communities. We have to protect our youth. We have to protect our families. And we have to, support and really make sure our senior citizens are good, right? And we have an initiative, a year-long initiative, to hopefully bring some of these crime rates down, because we're going to start giving out security cameras from homes in some of the areas that are hard hit, right?
Right.
Because, we have to start finding ways to build generational wealth. And we have to make sure we have the generation in place to build that, right?
Yeah.
And we have to get these kids on the right track, man. We have to get them at home. We have to all have to become a village again, and just make sure our communities are solid, and that's the only way that we are going to, build generational wealth and make sure our communities are good and businesses are thriving in our own communities.
Right. Yeah, that's true. I agree with you, because we've got to do better with that, with a lot of things, and as far as the community.
You gotta vote.
Oh, we gotta vote. Oh my God, that's something I take.
In the midterm elections too. In the midterm, you got to vote too.
Yes,
it's a presidential election.
Right.
We've all seen how this is going.
Yeah, you gotta vote, because if you don't, I mean, it's just, oh my God, you have to vote. There's no if and but you have to vote. And my mother don't play about that. She took me when I was 18 to go register. I mean, it's something that you have to vote. You can make a difference.
Kentucky ID.
Yeah, you can definitely make a difference.
So jury duty too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you have to vote.
We have to have some representation on some of these juries, so we can make sure we get some of these correct verdicts.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
If we don't have representation.
Yep, you gotta have. And the thing about with me with social justice more than anything is, like I said, I think we as people, we've been dealing with a lot for so many years. And I tell people, you try to be optimistic, but it's hard when you see it right there in your face. But you just try to go on with your life and be a better person. And you try to let none of that mess with you. Because like I tell everybody, it's not about, to me, it's what's most important is the human race. See, everybody get covered. The human race is important. Everybody's equal. We just make them unequal with some of the racism we have. So, but it really is. And I'm all about the human race. I tell a person, I said, you can be my best friend. I don't care what your nationality is, because I see people. I don't see, what other people might see if they have their little certain type of ways about certain people.
They're real, and it don't matter, sometimes what color they are,
Yeah, exactly. So
you real.
That's right. That's right. I'm going to put this other one up here. I want to talk about here. Let me get it strolled down here on a little bit too, because this is real big because
it's my bedtime and I'm hanging.
Yeah, you doing good. I just passed my bed. You doing good. You hear me? Let me get this. Here it is. Great. Come on. Sure. Hope it come in. Oh my God.
And I ain't got my glasses on.
And you got your glasses on. Oh, you doing good, man. You doing real good. I'm just gonna put it up. I can't. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay, social media. Damn, I had it up there. I took it off. Yeah, I was gonna talk about social media because there it is. Because we live in the world of social media. Look what we're doing. We live in the world of social media. Now, has that affected you too through your career of doing radio too? Because I know social media is big and it is radio. I get it. It's all collaborate together.
It's a must.
But sometimes you need a break though from it. I tell people you have to get a break. You have to detox. I call it. Sometimes every now and then. I'm just saying, not no big. It just depends on the individual, but every now and then, because you don't want to. Well, I don't want to call it oversaturate yourself, but more or less mentally frustrate yourself, because I love doing what I do, doing this podcast. I love it, but there's times when I have to take light skin self to work on self. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so you have to.
Unfortunately, with the job that I have, I can't unplug.
I know, and I know you. I know.
Especially when I'm at work during the day, I cannot unplug, because that's a connection. And that's another way for friends to interact with me, just to kick it, not just to necessarily just kick it, but, like the other day, when unfortunately, when we get the terrible news, like when Sidney Poitier passed away, and Betty White, most people, on Facebook, we like a whole play cousin generation, right? On Facebook. Right. It's like every time we get on Facebook, it's like a whole family reunion, right? And we can talk to everybody at one time. We can share information at one time. When used correctly, when used correctly, I think social media is our friend, right? You know,
Right.
and I think internally we can all stop licking lotion, man. I think internally we can figure out, you know, ways to kind of back a little bit, right? Post
Right.
different things. You know, for me, I do kind of back a little bit because sometimes I'll post conversations, you know, I'll laugh.
Mhm.
And then sometimes when I want to back, I might post a meme or something, right? It's
Right.
not necessarily me, and it's giving me a chance to kind of whoo,
Right.
let me reset down, you know, and then,
Mhm.
you know, when you feel like talking about something, again, it's like talking on the phone to your friend. When you want to pick up the phone and talk to your friend, you get on Facebook and post whatever you want to post,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, and that's true. Social media is just so big now, and
Mhm.
especially with young people, they just, you know, and I understand it. I understand it, and I
And then,
like it.
you
But
know, the other thing that I love
hmm
about social media, you
hmm
know, those of us who
yeah,
have
sometimes,
pivoted and doing different things, it gives you a chance to promote yourself
yes,
absolutely free.
yep,
$3.99. You know, like your podcast, you put the link up there. Guess what? They clicking on it to, you know, to see it. You know,
right,
with me, I got KJ's Kitchen and, you know, a couple other things I post, you know, and boom, it's right there. And,
free,
you know, it's free 99. You know,
right. That's right,
you got Facebook, you got Instagram, you know,
right,
now everybody on TikTok. So, you know, it's a bazillion ways to get your coins with social
right,
media. And that part of it I love. And I'm glad they ain't got hip to it yet.
right. And you know what? I'm sitting here having problems, and I can't believe it's the first time it's happened on my podcast. But for some reason or another, I haven't. It's not on Facebook Live like it should be. Right? It's on YouTube, but it's not
Mhm.
on Facebook Live. But all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna replay it anyway. I can pre-record it and put it back out there, so it ain't a whole lot. But I'm sitting there fooling with it, and I'm pissed. I'm sitting like, man. That's why sometimes it's a love-hate relationship with the internet. It
Mhm.
really is. And sometimes I just be ready to divorce it, kill it like OJ Simpson style. I mean, it hurts. I hate it.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's got me right now. It's got me here. So,
And I
but
did it.
we still good because we on YouTube and they following. But anyway, I would like I said, social media is big and I love it. Like you can promote
I'm sorry I
yourself,
don't have my glasses on.
and that's what I love about social media. But some people they take social media so serious, you know, and especially our young
Yes,
people. So
yes,
sometimes you can't let it take you seriously because it's just virtual reality, is what I call it.
yes.
It's all it is, you know. And a lot of people take it to a whole nother level because this person said that, because this person said that. Just because we disagree,
You put
don't
three
mean
hearts on there.
yeah, exactly.
Regular
See,
families.
yeah, yeah. Just because we disagree don't mean we can't get along. I mean, we still can't get along. You know what I'm saying? I can disagree to agree. It don't bother me, you know. So, but you got some
I'm
people you
sorry.
can't take it. You all right?
I didn't mean to put that piece of bread in my mouth.
You
I'm
hungry?
taking
You gotta
medicine,
eat.
you know,
You gotta eat. You know, you gotta get. Hold
make
on, you
sure I don't
gotta
mess
eat.
my stomach up.
And that's the thing about my podcast. You can drink, eat, whatever, do whatever you want to do. I mean, just enjoy yourself. I want people to be comfortable talking. You know, I want people to be comfortable. It's just me. So yeah, let me. I'm gonna go into this
I
other one
can
here
only
too.
be me.
Yeah, yeah. I think let me go into this one here because I think this is real important.
Okay.
Um,
That's when you
well,
get old, you gotta squint down like that because
what about family? How's family since you've been doing your thing and all
I
these
got
years? I
two
mean,
grown
family.
kids that I'm harassing for grandbabies because I don't
Yeah,
have grandbabies yet. I'm
well, I
like,
got two. I
hurry
got
up
two.
before I
I got
get broke down in the knees and whatnot, and I can't babysit, right? I got
right.
well, I'm on the heat bed now, but you know, my mom, she just turned 81, and I shared on my Facebook about her struggle. She's been diagnosed with dementia, so it's
Okay.
all new, you know, for us.
Hmm.
So it's another chapter in my life I got to go through, right? And I'm gonna be right
Right.
there with my mama, because look, my mama from day one was my cheerleader, you know,
Right.
my number one,
Right.
my A1 from day one.
Oh,
So
that's great. That's great.
um, you know, it's difficult to see her like that. You know, she has
Hmm.
good days, then she has bad days.
Right.
But for the most part, she's still here. You know,
She's 81.
she turned
Okay. Was she same
81
age? What
to 30.
was she same age as my mom? My mother's 82, and I'm truly blessed because she has her own apartment, and
Mm-hmm,
she has all her health, and just I'm just
mm-hmm,
truly blessed. Sometimes I get emotional, even just thinking
mm-hmm.
about it. So if you know what I'm saying, because I'm truly blessed by it. But she has her own apartment. She stays by herself. She got a nice little small apartment, and she
Yeah,
does great. Now I take her to the store once, twice a month, and my other sister she
yeah.
helps out. So I'm truly blessed with that. I tell people all the time. The thing about that more than anything, but it says this to me more than anything, KJ. my mother did some right things, bringing us up and in life through God first. And
Yeah.
that's why, for her to be here, that's way I look at it. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I tell myself, just keep following your mother's wisdom and you're going to be fine. So, that's what it says, especially your mother being around still too. I mean, it just means that they done something right through God first. And that's reason why, and that's kind of reason why we the people we are. Both of us. So, you know, so
you get a whooping out there acting like, oh,
yeah, because oh my God, I've had a lot of like, oh my God, I used to get a lot of light skin. Oh my God, I can tell you stuff. I wasn't too bad of a kid, but I had my moments, and I'm still thankful for my queen because she definitely was there for me. So I'm just, it don't get no better than that. I want to go into this one too here real quick. Just let me see if I can show it. Well,
hey Yvette, hey Lisa, Betty, I'm on live. That's my buddy. Podcast.
Here we go. Let me see if I can. And because I was kind of getting into that anyway, talking to you here. Hopefully it pops up here in a second. Because
I'm up past my bedtime.
Oh, you put pension? Don't you start? Don't you start?
Look, when the sun go down, I go down.
Say, oh my God, you like that?
I'll be up the clock now. You can call over here at 4:30. I bet you I answer the phone. Hello.
Woo, it is early.
I was froggy before the first.
That's early. That's early.
Because I go to bed.
All right, well, there it is right there. Faith. As far as faith and spirit, I just put faith in her because I think faith is real strong with people.
Yeah, it's everything.
Yeah, it's everything. I tell people, I walk by faith, not by sight.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I'm blessed where I am. And that's why I'm blessed with a lot of things. But I have a strong faith, and that's what carries me more than anything, faith.
Yes.
So can you elaborate a little bit on that? Because I know you got some faith over.
Yeah. I didn't have none. I wouldn't be sitting here right now.
Right. Yeah, no, that's right.
I would not be sitting here right now. You know,
he wants some attention.
I heard some noise over here.
I heard, yeah.
The
dog wants some attention.
So, you know, I was in Denver and it wasn't a really great situation, you know, towards the end. So I ended up stepping out on faith. You know, I told my old man, I said, listen, I would really like to do KJ's Cafe full time, KJ's Kitchen full time. And, you know, just not do radio here anymore, right? Right. And you know, I decided to step out on faith. At the same time, now I'm going to tell you how God worked. At the same time, my mom was in South Carolina. She wanted to move back to Louisville. Right. So when I decided to quit my job in Denver, quit the whole 2-week check, you know? Okay. And the situation there wasn't, you know, it was on raggedy, right? Okay. So I'm like, I'm good. I'm just going to step out on faith and do my own thing, right? Right. And, I did that. I gave him a little notice, told him when, said, I'm going to holler at you. Right. So, I was just about to start doing my KJ's Kitchen full time. Okay. And I saw an email and I clicked on the email and it had a position and it was in Louisville at the same cluster that I used to get. So I'm like,
let me click on this link. Right.
So I did. And, you know, I called a friend of mine and I was like, say, I applied for this one position. You know, if you feel inclined to put in a good word for a sister, and she case closed, you know. So then they called and asked, you know, well, it's a position with magic. Why wouldn't you be interested in that? And I was like, I ain't know about that. Right. So I ended up applying for that and talking to, you know, the friends over there and the management over there, the team over there. And I ended up coming aboard and doing the midday show now here in Magic. And all of this happened at the same time when my mom came back to Louisville. Oh, so man, okay. And like when I lived in Dallas, my mom lived with me for about 10 years in Dallas. And when I moved to Colorado, she was like, she was like, it snow every day up there. I was like, Ma, I don't really snow every day. Right. But, I ended up going to Colorado and she went to South Carolina. And then at the same time, the universe just aligned for both of us to be here in Louisville. So I ended up moving from Denver and coming back. And, you know, the main thing for me really to come back was the fact that my mom was here.
I already know.
You know, that's my whole heart, man. You know,
that's me too. That's me.
And you know, going back to going back to talk a little bit more about faith,
Okay.
I had to really put my faith in him. When I stepped out, like I said, when I stepped away from that 2-week check,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, am I doing the right thing?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Just let go and let God, right?
Right,
So,
right.
Faith is big, and without it, like they say, without it, it's dead.
Yeah, it is.
So,
You're right.
just always trust and believe that God has something in store for you, because He does.
Yeah.
And if you don't ever step out on, but it's like you will never ever know if you can fly until you jump off the ledge and spread your wings.
That's it.
Yeah.
You'll
never know if you can fly if you don't do it. And I decided to do that. And without faith, I wouldn't have done that. I would have still been in the same situation.
Yeah, and I think it's something probably through God first. Your mother installed in you to have faith. So same way with my mother, she's installed it in me. My mother was church secretary for years. She just retired from it a couple years ago. I mean, so But long story short, down the Calvary Baptist Church down 20th and Woodland. But long story short, you're right. You have to step out on faith when you go into new adventures, new journeys, And everybody has their journey, but when you're stepping out into something, an arena that you're not comfortable with, it's definitely all faith. It's all faith. And you have to, because that's the only way you're going to learn how to fly, like you said. I know I know people be scared. I've been there too before. Some things I started before. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how this is going to turn out. And through God and through faith, it turned out great. You know what I'm saying? But even if it wouldn't have, I would have learned something from it. So I don't never look at it as like, no, I still got something from it, what to do and what not to do sometimes can be a good thing too. So yeah,
I remember back in the day, I've always liked to try to cook. I might not ever be the best cook, but I've always liked to try to cook, right?
Okay.
Many, many years ago, my kids was little. I couldn't make green beans to save my life. I couldn't make macaroni to save my life. Now, like I had decided to step out on faith and start KJ's Kitchen Creations, right? Now, my macaroni is like my best seller. And I'm like,
that is beautiful.
And just keep, just kept on with the faith and trying it and never really gave up and trying to, get this recipe down. It was, just stepping out on faith to do something you love, right?
Right. Yeah, and that's a beautiful thing, especially when it unfolds in such a beautiful way where you can't do nothing but appreciate it. And I'm going to try some of that macaroni and cheese now that you got your own little culinary place. It seems like now I wouldn't have tried it 20 years ago when we was doing stuff together, shows and stuff. Is you couldn't cook, so you must have hurt me before I get on stage, right? Right.
I had that box macaroni cracking.
Oh, did you? Oh my God.
The little skinny macaroni.
Little skinny ones like
with the little cheese packet. And put some butter in there and a little milk.
Oh man. It's funny you say that because I had to cook for my kids this morning, even though they older. I cooked for my kids this morning while my wife was at work, and she came on to me. Oh, you cook for your kids, you don't cook for me. And when I was cooking for my kids, my daughter was like, "Oh, these pancakes are good, Dad." I said, "Whatever you do, don't tell your mama. She don't know I can cook." She started laughing. Right. I said, "If she finds out I can cook, she's gonna start making me do some things around in this kitchen." It's for her. So I said, "Don't tell your mama." Right. Exactly. So, but yeah, and oh my God, let me go into this here. I'm just going into one more here. Well, I guess I'm gonna try this one here. Yeah, real quick here. Okay, showed up good. Accountability, but especially this is real big for me. Accountability, because I was talking about this on a podcast I had last month. How accountability is big. That's like right now. If I'm talking to a friend, and I say I need you to do this, and that for this X amount of dollars, and we agree, and he said he's going to do it in a certain time. Okay, and then when the time comes, he hasn't done this and that. He don't have a certain amount of dollars. That's what I'm talking about. Some people don't hold up to what they say they're going to do. I have no problem with it if you can't do it. Just let me know. But don't sit here and make a commitment that you can't hold up to.
Right.
I'm big on accountability. That's even with relatives. That's with everybody. Accountability. I have to, like this podcast, like you're on radio, it's everything's time. I have to do things by certain time. You got to do things by time. You just can't take my time and think, you're going to take it for granted, because there's accountability with it. So you can elaborate on it a little bit more, because I know you go through that on accountability with time.
Yeah, it's like
I know. Some sisters have a problem with time. Don't get me started. Nah.
You know, as far as it relates to work, for example,
Okay.
Accountability is everything. Let's just say, and I'm not saying that anybody does this. I'm just hypothetically saying,
Right.
if we supposed to give away tickets and you don't give me the ticket,
Okay.
you got to be accountable for that.
Yeah.
Going out giving away stuff in the van. If ain't no gas in the van, who had the van last? Right.
Exactly. Accountability.
There, right.
Right.
You got to have accountability, right? And some people don't want to take accountability and pass the buck.
There it is.
I think, and if you work with anybody, I think you should, if you say you're going to do something, just do it. And if you can't do it, just say you can't do it. And then nobody's feeling no type of way. And then you're not wasting people's time, because people can pivot to say, okay, well, let me see if somebody else, it might be a project that they need help on. It might be something that they have said, okay, well, I'm asking you to do it. And they're expecting you to do it because you said you don't do it.
That's
like I said, it's an easy fix. Just say, hey, I can't do it.
That's it.
And just, if you always get in the practice of that, no matter what you do during life, right? You got to have accountability, because other people are holding you accountable for something, or you might find yourself putting somebody else in a position and they have to be accountable, right?
Right. Yeah. It is.
That's like if you having a show, you trust somebody to sell the tickets. You expect him to take them to the thing and drop them off over here, drop them off over here.
You're right.
Now, he ain't did it, but he ain't told you. And then at the last minute, oh, well, I can't, Bruh.
Yeah. And you know what? Funny you say that, because this show I'm doing February 19th, all the comedians have to sell tickets, and I got to sell tickets too. It doesn't bother me. But long story short, everybody gets a certain amount of tickets, and it's up to you if you sell them or not. But I've ran into that, what you just talked about. I've ran into that. I'm like, hey, bro, it's on you. I can't, I don't put everything in your lap. What you want me to do? I can't sell them for you. So I'm just saying. So I get it. I get exactly what you're saying. So on that one, that's what's accountability is big with me. That's just all in life. It's even I hold my kids accountable. I can't hold my wife accountable because she'll hold me accountable.
Right.
But other than that, so that's how we do.
Babe, I thought she was gone.
Right.
Thought she was gone.
Oh yeah. So, but I really I think about too. I'm gonna ask you this for I go any farther too, if I get out of here, because I want the people to know this morning. This is the one question I wanted to ask. I'm probably gonna put you on the spot and see if you can tell the people, because I want them to know and understand and feel this. Tell the people something we don't know about KJ in the Midday. Something you can tell us where you won't get in trouble. But tell them something that we don't know about KJ in the Midday, because everybody listens to you on the radio every day here in Louisville and wherever else you've been.
Let me think.
But tell us something that we don't know about KJ in the Midday. And if I knew one, I would tell you yourself. Now, but I know we had some good times back in the days doing shows and on radio. I get that. So, but yeah, tell them.
One thing that somebody don't know. I don't know, because I tell everybody everything.
It's always.
I
was gonna put you on the spot a little bit.
I'm trying to really think, because like I
said, take your time. I ain't got no time. I ain't got no light skin time. You good?
I wish I could take my laptop over here and show you something.
Oh wow.
One thing about me is, well, people know that though, but one thing about me, I'm an open book. I'm an open book. But maybe the one thing somebody don't know about me, I don't like chicken wings.
Oh, I didn't know that. A sister don't like chicken wings? Nah. Oh, okay. So I can never take you to Wingstop, that's for sure. Okay. She said, I don't do wings. And you know what?
Now, this is going to really sound weird, right? Now, I don't like to eat a chicken wing because I don't like the taste of the meat too good. Now, I like it with dressing.
Oh, with the dressing, okay. Some people only eat it like some people only eat it like
barbecue chicken or something, like a chicken breast that's barbecued, or chicken fried rice or something. It has to be with something.
So you can't eat a plain
off and just eat a chicken wing or a chicken leg. No, sir. No, man.
Oh my God, that's hey, that's the first time I heard that from a sister.
Now, like pasta, I'll eat the chicken and the pasta. You know, I get a
Okay.
roast. Now, look, I make a cold chicken salad now.
Oh, okay. I'm sure it is cold.
AJ's kitchen. That's one of my specialties. But
Is it
chicken salad? I'm gonna make you some.
for sure.
But I don't do chicken wings.
You don't do chicken wings? It's just. I mean, everybody has their own thing, and I get it.
Fried pickles.
Oh my God. Oh yes, I love some chicken wings as long as they made good. But I love some chicken wings. So, but everybody to each their own. But it's just something we didn't know about. And I'm glad. You don't like what?
Lobster.
Lobster. Ooh.
Look, remember back
I love lobster. I love lobster. I love lobster now. Now hold on. I love seafood.
No more at the hospital. When I had my kids at the hospital, you know, the way out the door, because they done tax you anyway for the bill.
Right.
They would give you like a steak and lobster dinner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like the lobster. And I'm like, okay, I got another. One more.
That's very expensive lobster. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know that, but I eat that steak though.
I'm sure you do.
I don't like real lobster. I'm good on that.
You don't do seafood. Okay.
And then here's another thing. I'm not, you know how people like if you go on a date, like back in the day, you know, when you support your wife and stuff, you like go to the movies. I hate the movies.
So I wonder how your man, what did he take you out on the first date? You don't like movies, but yeah, he had to take you somewhere. Told him you go drink or have a drink, right?
Let's go go eat.
Right.
But, if somebody say the movie's coming on, you going to the movies? I'm like, so I ain't never been to Netflix and chill because I was just getting ready to say. I got like about 2-3 channels I watch. I watch the news. I watch the Food Network, and sometimes I might flip it on DIY. But that's about it. You know,
yes, that's about it.
I was watching BET today because Taraji P. Henson movie was on with Idris. I was like,
right. So you don't like movies too much.
Movies.
And you know what? It seems like now movies are more at home anyway with Fire Sticks and everything and streaming.
I don't even watch we had the Fire Sticks hooked up. We had
okay.
I never watched them.
You never watched it?
No, sir.
Yeah, it's mostly at home now.
Let's pick a movie up, babe. I'm like, that's torture.
Right, it's torture.
Torture for me. Like, bruh, that's torture for me.
Torture movie. Okay, movies torture. You just rather watch something else instead of movies, basically is what you're saying. I don't want to watch no movies. Let me watch something else. I want to
watch the Food Network.
Food Network. Yeah, you know what? You just call it like my wife. Yeah. My wife likes Food Network. Yeah. She likes all that cooking and all that. And I know your boy Super Chef here too. He's doing great.
Yeah.
With his stuff. He's definitely doing great. A great young man and doing great things too. Yeah. Happy for him for what he's doing. Yeah. Absolutely. I wish I could cook like him. If I could cook like him, shoot. Yeah. I'd be a heck if I could cook like him, but Lord have mercy, I'd be making all types of restaurant. Have you been? I still haven't been to his restaurant. I know I got a friend of mine who worked there, and he said he loved it. He loved everything about it. He loved it. He said he did.
I just told you I don't like lobster and all of that, but I don't eat sushi. Okay. So
I don't do sushi.
I went over there.
I'm there. I don't do that.
She was our waitress, and she was like, I said, "What do you recommend?" Right? Mm-hmm. And she was like, "The dripping sushi." I was like.
No.
So she's like, trust me. She was like, it's deep fried. You gonna love it. She was like, if you don't, I'll take it off your bill. I'm like,
well, you can't win or lose there. So you good. You can't lose there.
Tell me why I'm looking for that in the daytime with a flashlight now.
That man can cook.
Over just fiending for it.
So I'm about to try that. I'm
gonna do a DoorDash right now.
Lord. I do Postmates, yeah. I do Postmates, yeah. So let me see. So what is it? It's called the lobster what? So I know what get that when I go there.
Dripping sushi. And they
dripping sushi. And you mean to tell me I would like it even though I don't like sushi, is what you're telling me.
I don't like sushi.
I can't stand sushi.
Crab meat in it, and it's
right. I don't like sushi, and I do lobster, I do scallops, I do all this shrimp, I do everything, but I do not do sushi. Fried and
they got this sauce; it is so good.
So you're gonna make me try it when I go down there. You're gonna make me try it, even though I don't like sushi. I'm a step out on faith. Step out on faith. That faith, and I'm gonna try it when I go there.
It's delicious.
And I'm gonna tell them you told me about this. Okay, KJ in bed. They told me this sushi is good.
Pretty cool. You know, they got you know some great stuff up on the wall, some great decor.
Good.
Some
That's
other
great.
great stuff too.
A
So
lot of great sports and a lot of good history just here in Louisville, period, and
yeah,
other things. Yeah, so here in Louisville, a lot of
yeah.
people not even aware of. I got a book on Louisville's history that my father gave me years ago, and I still
All
got it.
right.
Yeah, so you have to, I tell people it's you have to know where you're born and where you come from. You got to know all that. You know what I'm saying? It's good to
Right.
know that. Because a lot of people walk
It's
around here
good
and
to
got
see
good.
Dale Griffith get his street named after him.
Oh, it was truly beautiful. I put that on my page too. Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
Definitely well deserved. He definitely
Mhm.
deserved that. So, like I said, it's a lot of history here in Louisville. Just people take for granted. Now, with
Right.
that said, before we get out of here on this note, tell the people how they can get in contact with you and where to listen to you at and everything, so they know to tune in. I'll even hit you up on your social media handles. Put your social media handles out.
Yes.
Put anything out there you're doing out there. Put your kitchen thing out there too, because I definitely want to come to that. I'm gonna put it out there too. So
Now I can be heard daily, I do Monday through Friday, and then I'm also on Saturdays on Magic 101.3 in Louisville,
okay.
and you can listen online on our website. You can join our backstage pass, so when any concerts come through town, we'll hook you up with tickets. You'll be the first to know about shows, and we'll send you an email with, look, we ain't gonna worry you to death with our little emails. We're just gonna put you up on game when stuff
Right.
comes through. We play great music throughout the day, man. It's
Yeah.
the music we know all the words to, right?
That's what I'm talking
It's the
about. Yeah.
music that we be like, damn, I remember I went to the skate rink off of this.
Yeah.
I get to walking and do my same old two-step and remember how bad my back hurt. I'm like, ooh, yeah.
Right.
So every day I rock with you while you work, whether you're at
Right.
the job, whether you're driving around, delivering your packages, whether
Right.
you're out just kicking it, whether you get your business together. And as my friend alluded to, I have KJ's Kitchen Creations, and I have the website, which is KJ's Kitchen Creations. And creation is spelled with a K. So it's KJ's Kitchen Creations. If you're having a party, what we do is we specialize in boutique catering. So if you're having a party, your comedy show, even, we can come and lay it out for you. If you're having a baby shower, birthday party, just anything, we can come. If you want to set up a brunch, we can definitely hook that up for you. And we also have a mobile coffee bar, our mobile latte bar, Smooth Apps, mobile lattes. And we can set up some lattes. We can do hot chocolate bars for the kids. All of our staff wears masks. So we do drop-off service too. So we do pan service. I think I got the best banana pudding in the Ville.
No, get out of here. I love some banana pudding. It's my favorite dessert.
Banana rum pudding. It's my spin on banana pudding. Banana rum pudding.
I'm going to try that.
Yeah, we do the mason jar desserts, which are our signature desserts. We do a variety of flavor. We do the banana rum pudding, the strawberry crunch, the blueberry lemon pound cake, the chocolate latte one. We have chocolate peanut butter. And we have some seasonal ones too. So we have birthday cake. We can do honey bun cake. We do them in the mason jars, big jars. We do mason jar salads. So when you turn them over on your plate, it falls down on your plate as if you would stack your salad yourself.
I'm gonna throw something at you here. I don't know if y'all do it or not. Just throw at you because I know there's a lot of people that are pre-diabetic or diabetic. You do any sugar-free stuff?
The only thing we do diabetic is our lavender iced tea.
Okay, because I know a lot. I'm just saying. I know there's a lot of, especially us black people, a lot of diabetics out there.
Yeah.
And we eat certain foods, whatever. And I know I'm really watching my sugar a whole lot. I'm just saying. So with that said, I just know.
Yeah, we do mason jar salads, which are really great, and then they're portable. They last in the refrigerator for about 7 days. So if you're doing meal preps, it's really great for that. They come with the salad dressing that's not on it. So when you get ready to eat it, you just put the salad dressing on it yourself.
Oh, that's
so
great.
We have right now we have 3 signature salads that we do. We're working on a sushi jar salad because a lot of people do like those sushi jars. But we do the watermelon arugula salad, and it comes with an apple Fiji dressing, and it is delicious. We do a chicken salad, and we also do our strawberry salad, strawberry blueberry salad, which is really good, And like I said, you can keep it in the refrigerator a couple of days. So, and some of our other dishes too, we can create stuff as well. But mostly what we do boutique catering, where we come. If you need us to set it up, If you need us to serve it, even we do that, or we do drop off pans.
Oh, okay. I have to keep that in mind because I've had people ask me, do I know somebody do catering? I do this. I'll rent a place, and I like to give people names that I know being professional. And if somebody come to me about catering, I'm gonna tell them to holler at you. So that's just what I do. So
we do vegan kebabs. We can do
vegan. Ooh, okay, yeah.
Grilled. No, we can't do grilled right now.
Yeah, I can understand that. But yeah, it's like y'all doing a lot over, and you're steadily probably adding on to as you go, which is beautiful. Yeah. So, and that's beautiful coming from a young lady that didn't know how to make macaroni and cheese.
No, it was terrible, baby. It was terrible. This being as recent as 2 years ago,
right?
It was like, babe.
Right. It was even the flies that he come over to.
At that time, he was like, "That's it, babe. That's it. Don't change it. Don't do nothing." And when we're out and do our pop-ups, and even like if we come and serve, one of our signature dishes that we do is our mac and cheese cones, where we put the mac and cheese in a cone.
Oh,
and
wow.
when we first started doing that dish, people were like, "Mac and cheese in a cone?"
I already know. I'm sure.
Don't knock it till you try it. Don't knock it till you try it. Poop turned all up. He's like, "Mac and cheese cone." I'm like, "Babe, just try it."
I like it. It's different.
And because the cone takes on the flavor of the macaroni.
Okay.
So
I bet that's pretty good. And I like things that are original and different. And that's different. It's definitely, I've never seen nobody with a mac and cheese cone. So that's great. See, I like that type of stuff. I'll try it too long as it's good. Now I ain't gonna expect to be my grandmother's macaroni and cheese, but it'll be close, I'm sure. Because anybody make it like her.
It's made with love.
It's made with love. Well, as long as it's made with love, it should be good then.
Yep.
And that's the best way to cook is cook with love.
It
cook
is.
with love.
It is. Because you don't mind cooking. It ain't like a chore. My my last Mother's Day soiree that I did in Dallas, I catered that one, and I did it all, mostly by myself, cooking all the food by myself.
Right.
I was at the commercial kitchen. Like I had the whole rack with just trays of chicken in there, chicken thighs, putting them over vegetables and cooking them, and getting ready. But KJ's Kitchen is one of my passions. It's my baby. So we on Instagram, we on Facebook, we on TikTok. KJ's Kitchen Creations, and Creations is spelled with a K. Okay. And like I said, if you in the Ville, we can cater for you. We also have some signature drinks too. We have our lavender lemonade, which is off the hook. And we also have our lavender sweet tea and our lavender iced tea, which doesn't have the sugar in it, because I was doing some pop-ups in Denver and people were requesting that. So I was like, let me get in the lab and see what's cracking.
That's right. Yeah.
So I had to make one for that. And it was, it was a big hit. They loved it. So it's on YouTube. So those are our signature drinks. We sell them by the pouch. We sell them by the half a gallon. We sell them by the gallon. And like I said, we are on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and we have a website, KJ's Kitchen Creations with a K.
That's what's up. Oh man, I'm definitely going to get me some of the stop by there. But I'm glad you put that out there on my platform for the people so they know about it. And I'm definitely going to post it on my page just so my people know, that my followers know about it, because just kind of show some love. Just got to show the love, because I know it's what you're doing. It's something you love doing, and it's your pet peeve. So I get it. I know you're putting a lot of love, blood, and sweats and tears into it. So, which is beautiful. So
I love that cooking, and I love talking. So, when I ain't on the radio during the midday, and I'm so glad to be back. I'm gonna tell you something.
Okay, yes, but talk to me.
I'm working on a book, right? And my book's gonna come out, and it's gonna talk about my whole journey. The good, the bad, the ugly.
I got to buy that.
The lessons, right? It's gonna tell my story of my radio career through my eyes and the experiences I went through, the ups, the downs, everything, right?
Right.
So that book is probably gonna come out before the end of the year.
Oh, that's great.
And it's just, to me, my radio career, I'm you don't even understand how blessed and how thankful and how grateful that I am and how I feel. Because if somebody would have asked me at the beginning of this year, or even in June or April of this past year, would you ever move back to Louisville? My answer was hell no.
H in the end. I already know.
Hell no.
I already know.
No.
HM.
But when you step out there on faith, you'll never know what God has in store for you.
That's right. That's right.
And voila. And
life come full circle.
Full circle. And what feels even better to be really back on home radio.
Right.
With my home folks, my home,
right.
Where it all started, and it's really literally full circle for me. And I never would have thought in a million years that I'd be back, but I am so happy.
I am glad you're back too. And people love hearing your voice on that platform and talking to the people and bringing good things to the people. So with that said, if I'm gonna do nothing else, I appreciate you on being on my podcast, and it was truly a blessing, and just glad to have you bringing back up like old days when I was doing shows and you was hosting or whatever with the radio station. So and with Spike Davis walking around and all this and that. So it just reminds me of hope.
Come and do my Mother's Day soiree.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm gonna have your fools go.
Okay, yeah. Matter of fact, I was I talked to I ain't talked to Spike in a while, but I did put one of his flyers on my page about a week ago. He may do some type of radio thing, and I put the flyer on my page. But I know he's doing great too. So, but it just like I said, I just know we've been at this for a long time. You've been at a long time with the radio. I've been a long time in my comedy. And we just keep doing things we enjoy doing. That's all. And keep stepping out on faith. So what I say to you is keep being beautiful, queen. Keep stepping out on faith. Keep doing you. And you definitely got even a brighter journey. Your journey's really just starting. You just don't know it.
You're gonna make me ugly.
So just keep following it, so it definitely is. So, but with that said, I enjoyed having you. I want to say this too. Every second Saturday of the month, I do this podcast. Y'all tune in, subscribe to my podcast page, which is on YouTube. Big Head Light Skin Community Podcast. Subscribe. I got a show February 19th, the 21st Amendment on Shelby Street in Louisville, Kentucky. It's Big Head Light Skin Production. It's me hosting with some of my comedian friends. Y'all be hearing about that real soon in February. And also too, like I tell everybody, you just have to love yourself in order to get through some of the things we're going through today. Yeah. Don't let the small things turn into a big thing. Enjoy life in the moment, not in the future, not the past, in the moment. That's right. So, but with that said, I really enjoyed having you, KJ, the midday. And trust me and believe, I'll see you again. It might have you again on here. So
look, there is one thing that you might not know about me.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, there. I know. Okay. Come on out with it. What is it? And I might know it though, but you never know.
On my bucket list.
Okay.
On my bucket list.
All right.
I want to do a night of stand-up.
Get out of here. I can make that happen.
I ain't ready yet.
You ain't ready yet.
I'm almost
make it happen. Yeah.
That's on my bucket list. I said, I want to do one night of stand-up.
But do it. You know what? And I'm just be talking about it's some things people don't know about me. I'm gonna go and put this out there, and I probably really shouldn't, but I'm going to anyway because my platform and my host. So, but really, more than anything, when I was coming up when I was little, I didn't always want to be a comedian and an actor, whatever, which is what I do now. Mm-hmm. I really wanted to be a rapper. I wanted to be a rapper or a singer. Go, yep, and it didn't just right. It didn't pan out because I couldn't sing or rap. So I'm like, I think about get another profession here. But I wanted to be a rapper or a singer. Even I was trying to be part of this one called the Winning Crew here. They even was in the Louisville Defender and everything. I was trying to be part of them. I had some raps and everything. Like they told me my raps were too whack. I couldn't even be in. I was like, man, forget y'all.
I used to be a rapper too.
Yeah, I did.
Books of raps, right?
Okay.
Look, I was Johnny, and during lunch, and look, God rest his soul, my buddy DJ B Real.
Okay,
he
I know Real
too, right? Mm-hmm. So he used to rap. His name was Casanova Brown.
Oh my God.
DJ B Real, God rest his soul.
Yeah, that's my boy.
His name used to be Casanova Brown, right?
Okay.
Mine was Miss Glamorous Life.
The names we had back then.
Rap battle in the cafeteria. Let's just say he walked away with his tail tucked.
Somebody out rapping. Okay.
I had to drop the mic on it.
Yeah, you was like lady in the rage. Lady
I
in
was
the rage.
cold. I was
He's cold. Okay.
My shiny hat people, they know I'm kind of cold.
He's cold. Oh Lord, I've been really enjoying this. I have. I hate to for even have to end, but I tell you this though, y'all make sure y'all follow KJ in the midday because she's doing things on the radio and continue to subscribe. KJ in the midday and subscribe to the Big Head Light Skin podcast. I've enjoyed having you. Thank everybody for tuning in. If you don't do nothing else, love yourself and love God. It's been nice. You enjoy the rest of your evening, KJ in the midday.
You too, boo.
Okay. Good
Later,
night.
boo.
All right.
Now I gotta figure out how to turn it off.
Just tap on the button.
Look, I need my old lady glasses for this.
You'll figure it out. Good night.
Good night, boo.
All right. Yeah, let me see here.